Hello.
Hello.
How are you, my darling?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Welcome, dudes, to Dude That's Fucked Up. I'm Erin.
I'm Nicole, and this is a podcast with funny things that are weird and crazy.
And sometimes gross.
And sometimes gross. Today, not so gross.
Not so
a very
gross.
fun, I think, topic that gets to take us back to the early 2000s. And when do we not love visiting then?
We love that. It's nostalgia. It's tackiness. It's all the things that you love. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Do we have any business today?
I don't think so.
Well, just, the usual. Go visit our website. It's dtfupodcast.com. It's a fun place on the internet.
Tell your friends. Everybody this week, why don't you share your favorite episode with a friend and see if they like it? And, yeah, I think that could be really fun.
Yeah. There's so much garbage shit happening in the world that, maybe like let's spread some fucked upness that's cheerful, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Sure.
I feel pretty gleeful whenever I do this.
Some of our episodes, I guess, have been a little more serious, but just don't send that one. Just send a different one.
Maybe let's see, what's a good starter episode?
I always like, I have like a very, very soft spot in my heart for Stop, Bop, and Roll. And
oh yeah, that's a good starter episode because it has like one of the quintessential inside jokes.
Yeah. Herf. I also like, I forget what we called it, but the Symbionese Liberation Army, the Patty Hearst. Oh, Patty Hearst, you're the worst.
I'm Tanya. That's a good one.
Tanya.
Yeah, those are good ones.
Yeah.
I was thinking the other day too how much I like the boy bands one.
Oh yeah,
that we did.
Someone commented that they liked that one, and I was like, oh yeah, that was fun.
Like sometimes I'll just be like, oh yeah, I forgot we talked about that because we've done so many episodes. And
dang,
if okay, I will say this about us: we're very fucking consistent.
Oh,
if nothing else, and I've said it before, I'm sure in another episode, but if nothing else, we're very consistent.
Like we have an episode for you every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is what we like to do.
Yeah. It's very fun. And we talk about interesting things. You know what? Someone said to me the other day, oh, I was playing HQ. You know that game?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
And I got a question. It was about, it was a music related.
If you guys don't know what HQ is, it's like a app that you, like, it's like a fucking
iPhone app.
live trivia fun thing. It's silly.
And you could win real money.
But you could win money.
Yeah, real money. And they've been having these really huge prizes because we're in the NBA finals and someone's like sponsoring it. So it's like game 5, you could win 500,000. Game 6, you could win 600,000. But you don't end up really winning that much because it's split between all the people that win.
Yeah, and it's become really popular, so there's like a million people playing it at once.
Yeah. So. There was a question. It's really fun at work because you have all these different people that have different knowledge. And I was the only one who got, it was a music-related question. I think it was about Sam Cooke or Donny Hathaway. I think it was Sam Cooke. Yeah, and I knew, so it was like, which one of these songs did... I think it was Sam Cooke record, but didn't write. And I knew one of them was written by Nat King Cole. Or yeah. So I was like, oh, I know it's that one. And I knew it. And then everyone's like, oh my God, how do you know this stuff? I'm like, I know a little bit about a lot of things.
Yes.
And that's this podcast.
Yes. Oh, that is.
Sorry,
exactly.
That was a very long way to get there.
No. Well, this has like been like the theme of my life. I'm like, I'm just so interested in everything. Mm-hmm. I can't pick a passion because my passion is just like knowing. I want to know all the things, you know, and about everything. And so this is the perfect outlet for me for that. So I'm so grateful that I get to do this with you.
Me too. Oh my God.
It's so fun.
If we could still be in school and just like taking classes about things we were interested in, that would be very fun for me.
Yeah. Like I hated school.
Yeah.
Like
I don't want to do the homework, but I want to read the books and sit in the lectures and like talk about it.
Yes.
But we do that now.
I feel like I'd be really good at school now that I'm in my like mid 30s.
Yeah.
As opposed to when I was in my early 20s, you know, because in like late teens, because that's when you're a fucking asshole idiot. So, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't want to go back to school.
No. I mean, I take classes now, but they're like different and they're fun and they're comedy classes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's delightful. Well, anything fucked up for you this week?
Well, I think today has a fucked up thing. Maybe we should talk about that first.
Yeah.
Because then I have a lighter story and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, today we're recording this on Friday. Today we woke up to the news that Anthony Bourdain has passed, and as a result of completed suicide, and I'm very upset and sad by this. So I don't know. It's just a rough time right now. It's been a rough week. We lost Kate Spade from suicide earlier, like days apart, and it was just it's just been hard. And so I don't know. We were talking about it before we started, and it's really hard for a lot of people to fathom like why somebody would do that. For others, it's not necessarily that it's hard to fathom. You might have dealt with suicide, you know, with a friend or a family member in the past, and can kind of understand, but still not fully understand. Or maybe you're dealing with, you know, your own stuff right now. So I don't know. I would say if you know someone or you're feeling some kind of way, just definitely contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. The number is 1-800-273-8255. And there's also a crisis text line that you can just text. It's 741-741. So you can just text that. And I don't know. It's just, man, we like to laugh and we like to talk. And some people that like to laugh and talk the most and are the most empathetic might have stuff going on that you would never know. So just, you know, keep an eye on each other and check in with your friends and check in with your family. And, just be excellent to each other. That's what we need right now, I think.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say about it. It's fucked up. And we usually don't like to talk about like the real fucked up stuff. Yeah. Because I like this to be kind of an escapism from that. But I can't, not mention it. So.
Yeah. Well, Kate Spade, I was sad. I am a huge fan of David Spade. And then when I heard of that news, that was his sister-in-law, and I felt really sad. And I was like, oh man, that's probably a hard day for him. And then on Instagram later in the evening, he posted something it was like a really dumb picture of him and her at like Christmas this past year. And it was like all blurry. It was like not a good picture. Yeah. But he was like, I love this picture because we were cracking each other up and just like totally like bullshitting. And, she made me laugh so hard all the time, and she was quick and she was witty, but, she was having a hard time. And, he kind of just left it with like, the world is hard, hold on as long as you can, or something like that. Like, just, people are here and it's good to connect with people, and we can only try to be kind to each other and love each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
just remember, like, everybody's has their own shit going on. You might not know or see it. Yeah. And be easy on yourself too. Be easy on other people, because you don't know what's going on with them, and also be easy on yourself. Like, be kind to yourself. We don't say that enough. I feel like that's a theme that's emerged, I feel,
recently, especially with women. It's like, be kind to yourself, like love yourself. We put so much into trying to love and nurture others, especially as women, and we forget to be kind to ourselves and give ourselves a break of, beating ourselves up if our jeans don't fit or we have a big zit or whatever. And it's like, you know what? Be kind to yourself. And I'm very grateful for everything we got from Anthony Bourdain, and I love everything he's done. The Layover is such a great show. Everyone's been talking about No Reservations, but I really liked The Layover. I thought that was a really cool show that he did where he spent like 24 hours in a city, and just like did all these crazy quick things. And he's just so poignant and lovely, and and
very unfiltered, and I love that about him. I also really appreciated the fact that he would travel around to places that people would never dream of going or have the privilege of going to. And it wasn't like he treated other cultures like a sideshow. He was like very respectful and like I don't know,
immersed,
like immersed and enthralled by the things that he was experiencing. So
I think he really loved people.
He did, yeah. I think so. I believe that.
I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry for being a bummer now, but
we're gonna move on, and it's fine. I have a fun thing to share.
Okay.
Well, the first thing is fucked up, but yesterday at my orthodontist appointment where I got my braces tightened and my teeth are very sore today. So if I have the lispy thing happening, that's why. But I got out of the car and like locked the car and was just walking, and I don't even know how. I feel like I just like opened my hand for some reason and my phone fell out and shattered.
Fuck.
Which that's the first time I've ever done that. And I was so bummed. And that's like how I began my day at 8:45 yesterday. Like I had sat in traffic to get there. Yeah. It was like awful.
Fun.
And
Love
then,
that.
And then the rest of the day was fine. And I was just like really tired. I've been tired all week. I just have been out late and doing fun stuff, but like, trying to catch up and on sleep. And so just tired. I go to my internship last night and we get to watch a show, and there was 3 shows and we usually rotate. And so they were like, what show do you watch? And I was like, I don't care. And there was this one show with all these lady comedians, and it was called Lady Part, what is it?
Justice?
Yeah, Lady Part Justice Live.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're great. They're a really cool organization.
Yeah, it's like an organization that fights for like reproductive rights and having agency over women's body. Like we should have our own agency over our own bodies, not a government having agency over our bodies. And
they're funny, and they do really funny stuff.
Yeah, and so I hadn't heard of them, and they were doing a live show, and I guess they're gonna try and start doing them more and more. But it was like a kickoff of one.
Yeah, they have a big chapter in DC. I think I've known about them for a couple of years.
Okay, and New York, but they're new out here, I guess. So they did a show, and they had really great comedians come out and just talk about what it's like being a woman, and like nothing heavy. It wasn't, crazy. Yeah. And I'm standing by the stage because when you watch a show, you have like I was working, so you have to stand and you make sure people are okay and like nothing weird is going on in there. And I look over to the left because some people were walking into the back room, and I went. I recognized someone, and I ran out to the front room, and I go, was that Jackie Zabrowski from Page 7?
Shut up.
Yeah. And they're like, who's that? And I was like, you guys fucking suck. And then I went back in, and then I was waiting because the show was happening.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So then they did a segment where they're like, we're going to talk like seriously about like, women's rights and what's happening right now. And, there's this guy, and he's like, I forget his name, Scott. Jackie kept saying Scott Stapp. And they were like, no, I forget his name, Scott something, but he's like a real big asshole. And it's like, he's involved in immigration, and he wants to like reverse abortions with like hormones. It's crazy. He was just like, I feel bad. I don't remember his name.
Reverse abortions?
Yeah, like one, like if you like take, yeah, you can't do that. You have to get pregnant again. He thinks you could do it with hormones. If you take pills to like give yourself an abortion, essentially, like if it's early enough in your in your pregnancy and you like take pills to miscarry or whatever, then but then he was like, no, but then you could just take a bunch of estrogen and it'll like stick back to the side.
Nope.
It'll be, you know what? I don't want to have that baby because that's gonna be fucked up.
Oh, that's just like literally not how that works.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember his name, but anyway, he's like a real big asshole, and he's like trying to get things done in government, whatever. And so Jackie came on stage during that portion and was like the levity of it, because the one lady was like talking about how shitty it is, and then Jackie was just like being her funny self and singing Creed songs and like being weird. And I think she chugged 2 beers, and while she was on stage for like maybe 7 minutes, 8 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. And then she went backstage, and I was like, ooh, I might be able to see her and say hi, because like, you know, we have to clear out the theater and then those people usually walk out. But she had stayed in the green room and I had to go let people in for the next show because it was running late. So I was like scanning tickets and she walked out and I saw her as I was scanning tickets and I freaked out and I was like, oh, you're great, by the way. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. And she like walked off and I was like, oh man, that was so dumb. And I like scanned everybody in as fast as I could and they all go in and like we start the show and I told my manager, I was like, I just blew it. I saw like my favorite podcast host and I'm like obsessed with this podcast and I didn't say anything related at all. Like I didn't like say what I wanted to say. And she's like, oh, and I was like, I think they're down having a drink next door. She's like, go say hi to her. And I was like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, you could go. And I was like, okay. So I like poked my head out and Jackie was having a cigarette outside and I like walked up to her and she was with the other ladies from the show. And I was like, great show tonight, everyone. And they were like, thanks. And I was like, I'm so sorry to interrupt what you're doing, but Jackie, I just think you're so funny. And like, I love your podcast so much. And she was like, oh, I'm Jackie. And she like stuck her hand out. And I was like, hi, I'm Nicole. And she's like, thank you so much. That's so kind. And I was like, oh, my best friend turned me on to your podcast and we listen all the time. We love it so much. And she was like, oh, that's so nice to hear. And she gave me a hug. And then I was like, your podcast.
I'm crying.
I know. I was like, your podcast is just like so positive and fun. And like, I just really love it. And, you know, I just wanted to let you know. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you. And I was like, it was nice to meet you too. And then I left. I was like, I have to get back to work now. But I met Jackie Zabrowski and she gave me a hug.
Oh my God.
And
I'm so literally crying right now. I'm also sweating really bad because I think my AC turned off. I need to go turn it back on. Hold on 1 second.
Sweaty bitch. I'm going to leave that in. She can listen to it.
Oh my God. I had like a massive sweat stash in my pitzer.
Oh my God. Just out of control.
Out of control. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, that's so amazing.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if she wants to be my friend. But then I was like, that's psycho. I was like, okay, swim fan, calm down.
Swim fan.
I was like, who am I, Erica Christensen?
Jesus Christ.
Get out of here.
Oh my God. Well, geez, that is just delightful. Good way to bring us back.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Do you have anything fucked up this week?
Nope. Everything is good. Just, you know, general pregnantness. Yeah. Just like hanging out. It just got really hot and humid in DC, so that's fun. Let's see if I can get those inner thighs super chafed.
Oh, you got to get like one of those speed stick things that runners use, or the Glide. Yeah.
You know, my trick is that I just like lube my body up like with tons of moisturizer and lotion.
Yeah.
Like I actually don't mind the humidity, but if your legs are nice and like smooth, there's no friction, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's I don't know. We'll see. It's all it's going to be an interesting time here for.
Are you having to lube your belly?
Oh yeah. I have been moisturizing my skin since I was like 12 years old.
Yeah.
First of all.
But like you're having to like be extra moistury.
Yeah, I've lubed it up. I don't have any stretch marks so far, so knock on wood.
You're still very small, I feel like. You don't look too big.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, like you're like having like a really petite baby. It's like so cute.
I don't feel like big or anything. I feel just like off balance. So
it's like
that's all.
Maybe you look like maybe you're just like maybe 4 days constipated.
Yeah. It's like I have like a really big like I ate too many burritos for a week straight.
Yeah, like you've been on like an all bean diet.
Yeah,
for like a month.
Yeah,
and holding in your farts.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. I still got a couple of months to go, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Nothing fucked up other than, let's just see how hot it gets in DC here.
Yeah. Let's read our let's just read one of the emails, I think. The one that's like the one that'll ease us into the topic.
All right. So this comes to us. We've been holding on to this email for a little while. And it's very, very funny and a good segue for our topic today. This comes from a listener named Subject. A fucked up thing to share on the podcast if y'all want to. Hey, guys. Y'all have a shit podcast. JK, I live for it. LOL.
Oh, you tricky bitch.
Yeah. And then she says, I'm not totally caught up, but I listened to the episode about awkward sex stories, and I need to share one. Please don't use my name if this ends up getting recorded. I'm nervous. She says, this happened a while ago with my current boyfriend. We live in a super rural area, so we were banging in a field in his truck. Yeah, bitch. In his truck because we both still live with our parents at the time.
Is that called farm fornicating? It's called farmication.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
We both still live with our parents at the time.
Yeah.
I'm now 20 and he's 22. I didn't know him all that well when this happened. Ooh, scandalous is what she says in parentheses. So just keep that in mind. We were lying across the front seat of his truck. He was on top and I was on bottom. Mid-stroke, he stopped and was like, hang on. I figured he needed to take a second or something, but no. While his dick was still inside of me, he cranks up the radio and Photographed by Nickelback is blaring.
Nickelblast. Look at this photograph. That one?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. He cranks up the radio and Photographed by Nickelback is blaring. And he says, that's better. Holy shit, I was mortified. Just thought y'all would enjoy this little story, LOL. As long as the fucked up content keeps coming, I'll keep listening. Love y'all long time. Oh my God.
Oh.
That was... Girl.
What did I write back?
You said, Erin, tell blank what I said in the text, because we were texting about it after this. We got this email and we were we had to text about it. And she goes, tell her. And Nicole says, okay, I will. I said, she got nickel banged. Oh my God.
She did get nickel banged.
Girl, I mean, your dude listens to Nickelback unironically, but I'm
surprised they're still together, but you can't choose who you fall in love with.
That's true. It's called being dickmatized. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm sure he's delightful and sweet and kind and
he just has bad
lovely
taste in music. That's
okay.
That people
that
do. He probably listens to mostly sports radio.
Some people are tone deaf and don't really know, so it's fine.
Could millions of people be wrong? Nickelback is they were popular.
I mean, people listen to them still unironically.
Yeah.
It's
fine.
It's fine. There's definitely worse music out there, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. To each their own.
Yeah.
But that was a marvelous story, and I'm so grateful to have received that in our lives.
Oh, my God.
And it is also a perfect segue for our topic today, which is barely a topic, but we're going to... But I have wanted to talk about this for so long. Okay, so speaking of Nickelback, do you guys remember how Avril Lavigne was married to I guess he's the lead singer? I don't know.
Chad Kroeger, yeah.
Chad Kroeger. Okay, this episode is about Avril Lavigne. And we're talking about her because there's a conspiracy theory about her, and we have to address it.
Oh my God.
We can't let this strange item on the internet go by without taking notice.
Okay, I didn't know about this until you brought it up.
Okay.
So
this is like the stupidest thing. So this is a conspiracy theory that popped up like in 2012.
Yeah.
But it came back around last year, like end of last year at some point, I think. So I think that's why I had it on my radar. Like,
love it.
Like most like major music publications have done like a little like story on this about how ridiculous this conspiracy theory is.
Well, and these continue to live on because of all those like fucking shitty like spam ads you get on websites, and then like through Facebook and stuff, you know, all that like fake content that gets circled around, and it's like somehow it just keeps getting circled around. So I feel like and right now she's dating a billionaire, which I think is like also putting her in the news. So then it like dregs up all these like
like people on Twitter like are like, oh, that's not the real Avril or whatever. Yes. So the conspiracy theory goes, the general like layout of it is that she died in like 2003?
Yeah.
And was replaced by a doppelganger, and that's who's been Avril Lavigne ever since, like, is a doppelganger.
It's like an actress that people hired to like play her in her life.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably one of the dumbest conspiracy theories of all time.
Dumber or less dumb than Katy Perry is JonBenet Ramsey?
I think this is more dumb than that, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
it's like less stakes. It's like lower stakes.
Yeah, because like JonBenet Ramsey actually died.
Yeah,
like,
and that's like a big
sad,
news story.
Tragic thing. Yeah. And Katy Perry is a real person in the world, and it's just like it's so dumb, but like the stakes are like lower in this case because this is so unfounded and stupid.
and also, actually, who cares?
And also like there's not much to it. So yeah, this is silly, and you guys know who Avril Lavigne is, right?
Yeah.
Like. Most people know she's like a Canadian pop star from like early 2000s. Mm-hmm. Like she personifies early 2000s to me.
Like so perfectly. She makes me think about Hot Topic. Like she's the reason why you couldn't find those like black rubber bracelets that they sold like in those 10 packs. Cause like Hot Topic and Claire's would be sold out of them because she was making them popular.
Yeah. I think we were starting college. Yeah. Or we were in college, like when she became really popular. So I think I missed the boat on her music and a lot of that music, to be honest. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like, but it was like played on all the radio stations. Mm-hmm. Like,
it's pop.
It's pop. And, but she's cute. She's a cute girl and made some fun music that a lot of people really like. And so,
and she was like a quote unquote edgy pop star of that time. Cause it was like Britney was popular, Christina, everyone, I mean, you know, like Jessica Simpson, all those people. And then I feel like there was her, and she was like so much black eyeliner.
Yeah, I was going to say, she had like the smudgiest black eyeliner you've ever seen.
It was so smudgy.
Yeah, and she like her jam was like talking about skater boys and like, you know, like these, she dated these like pop punk dudes. Like she was married to the lead singer of Sum 41 for a while.
Oh my God, I forgot that.
Yeah. He's Canadian too, so it's like she's really staying within the Canadian framework of pop artists, I think. So
yeah. She would wear like cut off dickies, remember that? And like hoodies and like all those, remember, like famous stars and straps, like that type of stuff. And
she would wear ties as belts.
Oh yeah, and as ties, but but over on a like t-shirt. a ribbed tank top.
Yeah.
Ew, I dressed like that for like maybe a year. I hated it.
Gross. What were you thinking?
I know.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Listen, I went through a ska phase, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, I like ska still.
I mean, it's great.
It's so fun to dance around too.
It's so fun. Love ska.
It's like burr, 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 burr.
Oh my God. Anyway,
okay, back on track to Avril Lavigne.
Ugh, what? I don't care. Okay, no. I care about this. I care about this dumb fucking conspiracy theory. Okay, anyway, you guys know her, love her, or are indifferent about her.
Or hate
like
her.
Me. So she has a lot. She has like a good repertoire of like good early 2000s pop songs.
Yeah.
Like I said, Skater Boy, Complicated. Isn't there another one that's like really good? Like
I'm
a slow
standing
song?
on a bridge. I'm waiting in the dark. I thought that you'd be here by now. That one?
I think so.
Isn't anyone trying to find me? Won't somebody come take me home? It's a damn cold night.
Is that her?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's a good rendition. Oh. Anyway, yeah. So she's doing things. But yeah, so she apparently in 2004 the album Under My Skin is released. Mm-hmm. I don't remember it.
No, I haven't. It has a song about my happy ending, which I vaguely remember because it sounds like all the other ones. Also, at some point, she did a cover of "Knocking on Heaven's Door." Don't listen to it.
I won't.
Yeah,
don't worry. Yeah, my happy ending is the song. Okay, cool. And then around the same time, she's like, she was like 18.
Yeah, okay, because she's
2004.
She's a year younger than us.
Yeah, she's born in 1984.
Oh, so she's 20.
She's 20. She's 20. Yeah. In 2004, she's 20.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she's like, I think pop stars, that's what you do. You come into your own. Yeah. Like you have your like your songs that make you famous, but then you start to you have to evolve. You have to change.
Well,
every pop star does.
Well, and it's not even like, I feel like she didn't even evolve that much in terms of like her style and stuff, but like she started to look like an adult. She looked like a child when her first few songs came out, and she's a very tiny little lady. She's very petite.
Yeah.
But I feel like she started, your face changes a little. You lose kind of like the roundness you had as a kid. Mm-hmm. And she started looking like more like, I don't know, a woman.
A woman, yeah. Yeah. And apparently she started to, like, through all this popularity and fame and stuff, she hated paparazzi, so she hires a body double, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's real.
I don't know.
Is that real?
I think it's real. And it was just like, randomly, like they would.
Yeah.
It's so she could leave her house probably.
Like like a decoy, basically.
Yeah, like a decoy. Yeah.
Yeah. So she has this body double named Melissa, mm-hmm. and like it's a known thing. Like, I think celebrities do this often.
Yeah. Or maybe it was for a video or something. I don't know.
Who knows?
I think it's real.
I don't even know.
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah, so her career keeps rolling, and starts to like it starts to ebb and flow, and ebb a little bit more.
Yeah.
Than flow. She's a pop culture icon, I think, at this point. Like, it doesn't matter what she does. Like, we could see her in the news now and be like, oh, what's Avril up to? Okay, she's dating a billionaire. Good for her, you know?
I mean, cool. Icon, I don't know. But she's like a known
for this
person.
time. She's a known. Yeah. I mean, not to me, but okay.
Yeah.
I'm so
okay.
fucking... I'm so fucking mean.
Oh, it's fine. It's not mean, because you don't have to know her. Who cares? But also, I only know her because of the blog we read, Delisted, and I know that she dated like Brody Jenner, and
Hot.
at some point, he's alright. And I know that she like married and then divorced Chad Kroeger, and now I know she's dating a billionaire.
Yeah.
And I forgot about Derek from Sum 41.
Yeah, Derek Wembley or Wombly or some bullshit.
He has an interesting nose.
He looks like a potato.
He's got a little bit of potato face. It looks like maybe his nose fell off and then they like rooted a potato and then it grew a nose back, but it's like a potato nose.
I don't know, man. It's all potato to me. Oh my god. So yeah, so 2012 rolls around and this conspiracy theory pops up in 2012. Yeah. And it originates from this Portuguese language blog from Brazil, I guess, called Avril está morta.
Avril is dead.
Avril is dead. And
could you imagine just like being like, I think I'm going to start a blog, but what do I write about?
Yeah. And it's like, it's so weird. It's like, okay, why would a Brazilian blog talk about this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's your first red flag that this is like not a real thing. And they just like, they really go for it. They really are talking about it. They claim that she died in 2003 and was replaced by Melissa, her body double.
Yeah.
Who we mentioned. And they post all these pictures of her on their website, the photographic quote evidence.
Yeah.
Like using the biggest air quotes you can possibly imagine around photographic evidence.
Yeah.
And
it's like before and after. It's like, because they're like, listen, she died in 2003. This we know. The circumstances are unclear, but she's been replaced by an actress, or we think this like body double, Melissa.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, so here's a photo from like 2002. Here's a photo from 2015 or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever, 2014. And then they like...
Or even earlier than that, like 2008,
yeah.
since she died in 2003.
Right. It could be from any time after 2003. And then they like blow them up side by side, and there's like they'll look at a picture of like her forehead, for example, and then they'll be like, see, look, this freckle's new, or this freckle's missing. Look, she had like a zit here, but it's not here. It's like, okay, I don't think you know how zits work.
That's literally a temporary thing for the most part. Also, freckles, you can gain freckles over time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're actually just fucking age spots.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sometimes they come out in the sun. Sometimes they go away.
They go away. Yeah. Your pigmentation can change. Like, or, there's this thing. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's called makeup. You could fucking, or lighting. Different lighting can change. So this is their photographic evidence. It's fucking bullshit. It's so dumb. Like, I was looking at the side-by-side photos and I'm like, I'm so confused. Like, what am I looking at? And they literally have like on her arm, like the freckles circled in one picture, like from 2002. And they're like, she had more freckles in 2002 than she does in 2005 or whatever.
Oh my God. It's like, bitch, that's part of an Oreo.
It's like
she forgot to dust it off her arm.
It's like, my God, it's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. It's like makes me so mad.
I know.
So anyway, there's all this, and then so people start to catch wind of it, start posting stuff on Twitter, and it like kind of spreads like wildfire. And I still am like not convinced though that Melissa was like a real person. So who knows? But they use Melissa as
evidence, quote unquote,
that this is now the doppelganger is now Avril Lavigne.
Yeah. And
they say it's because the record label, she was like in the height of her fame. her grandfather had passed away, and she took her life. She took her own life. Like, that's the whole story. Like, she felt all this pressure from fame, and she killed herself, and that was like that's the conspiracy theory. And then so the record label was like, oh my God, we don't want to lose money, which a lot of famous musicians have died and still sold records posthumously. Like, it's so stupid. So the conspiracy theory says they had Melissa come in, take Avril Lavigne's place, and that is who has been Avril Lavigne ever since, is this Melissa person. And the photographic evidence is not good, to say the least.
Either is, like, the reasoning or, like, like, why they did this. I don't think so. Like, it's not... Avril Lavigne's career wasn't, like, the modern-day Menudo. Like, they don't need to audition new little blonde ladies to, like... replace.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that good and people don't love her that much.
Yeah, like, she's not Michael Jackson. Like, she's not Prince. Yeah. Like, she's a milk toasty, like, dime a dozen pop star. Sorry, no offense, but, like,
pointy teeth.
Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing that they point to in the conspiracy theory, is that she has, like, more pointy teeth or something. I don't fucking know.
I made that up.
Oh. It could be. No,
it could be.
It
could, yeah. No, it probably is.
It's so stupid.
I just like that she has pointy teeth.
I do too. It's kind of cute.
Yeah,
I have, like,
it's cute. Hers are, like, more prominent, I feel like.
Yeah, they're like fangy. Yeah, fangs.
That might just be, like, part of her goth approach. Maybe that's just new Melissa Avril or whatever. It's like take on what it means to be emo.
And also, like, over time, she probably, like, learned to do her makeup better. Yeah. Like, she's growing up, glowing up. Mm-hmm. Everything is changing. Mm-hmm. Like, she's in her 30s now. So, sorry, but as time marches on, your face and body change. I don't know. So there's just, like, the youth out there on Twitter just being like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Avril replaced by a doppelganger, like, totally eating it up. It's just so funny.
And that's, like, and it's like we talked about earlier, like, things just keep cycling. Like, this blog at some point admitted that this was fake. Like, they were like, actually, we made this up. We just wanted to show how conspiracy theories can, like, be born and
seem real. Yeah.
It's like, you have too much free time, you buttholes.
Yeah, in July of 2015, the Avril Esta Morta blog admitted that the theory was totally made up, and they even said, this is the statement that they released. It says, Avril is not dead. The blog was a way to show how conspiracy theories can seem real. Many people believe everything they see on the internet, but is it right? There are many conspiracy theories about many things, but some seem no more convincing than theories that are not real. Avril Lavigne never died and was...
How do they know?
Yeah. I created this theory to see if people would believe it, and thousands of people believed it was a fact. An important point is that I created this theory with no intention of lying. All I did is offer arguments that anyone could search for information about and prove. I used information to form a real theory that is in fact unreal. I apologize to people who believe that she was dead and feel disappointed about this revelation, but this was an exercise to teach some... This is all riddled with typos, sorry.
That's okay.
To become more skeptical and not believe everything you see. It was never my intention to offend anyone, just to create a theory and test people's reaction to it. You'll observe I left some clues that it was all just a theory and not a fact. For example, when in the beginning of the blog I referenced the supposed death of the singer Avril. In other words, it is just a guess. If you want to believe me, or if you want to believe that she is dead, that is your choice. But I say that it was all just a theory created by me. When it doesn't matter, like, if you tell people that, they'll still be like, no, look at the song lyrics from this song and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's what people do. They have, like, created their own evidence, quote unquote evidence. So
anything can be interpreted for whatever you want it to be. Like,
it's crazy. And what's fascinating is that this was a precursor even to like the fake news that we see running rampant today. So it was like already the pump was primed, and it was already, people were ready to believe anything. So, and I love on Snopes, they're just so like exasperated with this whole topic. It's like the tone of the article is like really like, you know. And so at the end it says of the Snopes article, in summation, there's no truth behind the theory that Avril Lavigne killed herself and was replaced by an actress. This theory was created with the sole purpose of proving how easy it is to spread misinformation on the internet. Well, mission accomplished.
It is funny because when I was doing research, it's like Gawker wrote about it, BuzzFeed wrote about it, like Vice wrote about it. It's like crazy how many people wrote, like
Rolling Stone, like all like
not honestly about it. They weren't like, oh my God, they were just like dead. They were like, look at what this asshole did.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So anyway, this is not real, but I just like those articles that have come before. Talking about this, I just thought it was so funny and so silly, and just, I mean, that's really all there is to it. There's nothing more that you need to know. It's all there.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated?
That's a good song.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? Working in retail.
Yeah, same.
I don't have anything else to say about this dumb fucking conspiracy.
It's just funny.
I am glad, though, that Avril Lavigne is alive and living her best life, it seems like. Yeah. There's just a picture of her that came out of her wearing, like, a fucking tiara and, like, hanging out with her, like, billionaire boyfriend. Like, get your life. Yeah, like, do it. Yeah, go for her. I love it. So people stop propagating this stupid fucking dumb conspiracy theory. It is kind of funny, though.
It's funny, yeah. I mean,
it's entertaining.
I don't think it hurts anyone.
No.
But it's stupid, and
it's stupid.
People are dumb.
It also minimizes, I think, too, the like the seriousness of like what it actually means when somebody like commits suicide. So, like we said at the top of this, you know, if you need help, because that's like the crux of this whole, that's like the center of this whole entire conspiracy theory, which I think can be harmful for some people. So yeah. Anyway, God damn it.
Yeah. Fucking skater. He was a
see you later boy.
Yeah, I said see you later boy.
Oh my God. Anything else on this silly topic?
I'm good. Follow us on social medias.
Yeah, DTFU podcast everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Like I said, you could go to our website, dtfupodcast.com, for all the things. You can just listen to an episode on the website if you want to. There's a player on there. Yep. You can submit a listener story if you'd like. If you loved the Nickelback, or what was the
Nickelbang?
What did you call it? Nickelbang story. You can submit a similar story, and we can read it if you'd like.
Sans name.
Sans name. You can make up a you know, whatever.
A fake name. I love it.
A fake name. An alias. Yeah. A pseudonym. Yeah, if you'd like.
Love it.
Yeah.
That sounds great. I like fake names.
We'll call you Dragon, whatever you want. Like
Dragon.
This is from Beyonce. She wrote to us. It's crazy.
Oh my God. Also, if you're an iTunes listener, rate, review, and subscribe. That helps us out.
Yes, please.
And like we said in the beginning, tell a friend, because...
Yeah, tell a friend.
That's how, the more people that listen, the longer we can keep doing this, probably, hopefully. So,
yeah. I will do it forever. With or without you. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But you wish. You wish without me.
I'll do it. I'll do it with you forever.
Yeah, just with me forever.
Yeah. I'm with you. What song is that? Who does that song?
You. It's the one, I'm standing on a bridge.
That's a good fucking song.
I know.
Okay.
I listened to it this morning. Except I watched the video. The video sucks. All of her videos suck.
Yeah.
By the way. But her songs are good. They don't match with her style. is my biggest problem. Like, the songs are very good pop songs that any pop artist of the time could have sang, and then she's like trying to be edgy, and I'm like, you're not. Like, just don't do that part.
It's like very manufactured. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good song. That's all I got.
All right.
Y'all be excellent to each other. Take care of yourselves.
I like it.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.